Welcome, welcome. It's the second day of April 2024. It's Algo Hour 45. 45. It's a lot. Yeah.
Damn.
Algo Hour's old.
Do we hit a year yet? Are we a year old?
Mm-hmm. We're over a year old, I think.
Missed the year episode. Wow.
I'm not big on anniversaries. But we should definitely do a recap because it would be fun to watch some. It would be fun / mortifying to watch some early episodes.
It would. Oh man, it would.
It'd be fun. Welcome, Ted. I like your new swag.
I found this from something. I don't know. It was in my hats, and I was having a bad hair day, so I figured it'd be fun to mix it up a little bit, and it's a. I feel like
we're both donning winter apparel today. I have my wool scarf on because it's cold and rainy here. Thought it was going to be spring.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see.
Joe's sitting there with the sunshine just spraying in on his face with a t-shirt, looking all warm. How are you?
Doing good. Been a busy week getting ready for the boot camps, but we just did our first one today, and it went well. So doing good.
Congrats.
Got Luga in the basement. His family threw him in the basement for some reason.
Oh, I'm hiding intentionally.
He's hiding.
You can probably hear the elephants above me.
Oh.
The stampede.
But perpetual.
Well, I got my yoga in on the very last day.
I'm so proud of you and not at all surprised.
And I really do. I might extend my own yoga into April, I think, because when I even just tried to do the up dog or no, see, I've been in Algo too long. Whatever that one is. I noticed my shoulders were really high and I was just I really had to think about it and drop them. And I was like, man, yeah, I need to work. That's an indicator. I need to work on those tension levels a smidge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yoga was rough for me. That's not my forte at all. Let me go be powerful. Don't let me contort.
I feel like when the weather's nice and we've been swimming and my joints aren't all cold and achy, but our family was really sick last month with a couple different bugs that were going around, and I just felt extra achy and extra creaky and not so aligned. Mm-hmm. We need that warm weather, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody who is always in the warm weather, and I have family down her way, so I know it's been in the 80s. Feely's back. Welcome back. How are you? You're on vacay, spending your vacay with us.
Yes. Happy to be here. It's been forever, I feel like. Since January? I don't know. I miss you guys.
I miss you too.
A lot to talk about. A lot of astrology this month. It's an important month, so I can't wait to talk about it.
I know, right before the show started, I was like, y'all, who's doing stuff for the eclipse? It's this big thing. So I'm excited to hear a little bit about what's going on. And I know you've been putting in the extra hours, staffing shortages, and what you do is important. People need their medical stuff. So I appreciate you when you did get a day off to spend it with us.
Yes. Happy to be here. We're all here today.
I know.
My heart is happy.
It's like a family holiday. Yeah, I know. I love it.
Who's the drunk uncle? Was it me or Ted?
Depends on the day.
We're both.
No, that's like an eclipse is when it's both of us. Then who knows what will happen? The conspiracy theories start going flying.
Ooh, you got your Algo foil hat on. You're ready.
Luga's shirt goes flying off.
I mean.
And
God.
But yeah, we've got a great show for you guys.
We do. And Teddy's back with sports. You're going to tell us what we missed in March. And Luga's got a new challenge for us. I don't know what it is yet. Joey's had a huge week. Python went live. Something about Algo Kit 2.0. There's boot camps.
Right box.
Joe, is that a python in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Whoa, drug goes to bed. Drugs again. We'll talk about Ryan Fox at some point.
Ryan Fox. What about Ryan Fox?
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ryan has left the foundation, so he is no
Oh
longer
no.
Dev
Wait, who's
Rogers.
Ryan Fox? I'm so sorry.
He
Joe's been
posted a
keeping
really
that
hot
from me
selfie,
because I've been
kind of
trying to get him
not
on.
news.
I found out this morning as well.
Oh
So
no.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, sad to
That's
see him go.
surprising. I
It's the
was really
reason for the
thinking
Algo
that
tip.
was the opposite. I was expecting he's been really cranking out I don't know how to say it. He seems very responsible and his responsibilities seem to be growing and growing and growing. And that might be a reason for the change. I don't know, but I'm interested to hear what's happening. We'll get the lowdown. Probably not from you and Devs then, I guess, because you just found out, but we'll figure it out. Luca with the alpha there.
Occasionally, I know things.
You know so much. You know so many things. Stuff.
Stuff.
All right, so we got Chris in the house. He must have gotten off that boy call and made it. Philosophian, better early than late. You are correct.
Wait, Ted has a Chris hat?
DC.
What's
I
your
do.
hat?
Chris left his hat in Denver.
You have his actual hat. Oh, it's not a hat that says Chris on it. It's like,
No, it is his actual hat, and I am holding it hostage.
did he write
For
his name in it like his underwear?
No, maybe I should do it for him so he doesn't lose
I
it
think you
again.
should, so he doesn't lose it. You know,
You're
it's responsible.
you're just watching it for him, right?
yeah, big fat Sharpie.
Just gigantic letters.
Oh man, Maureen's happy feelies back, of course, of course. Rich, I'm glad you're here. Sunshine, please. I'm with you, Maureen. I need some sunshine in my life. I would say we had like some 60-degree sunny days. I put the shorts on, whipped out the sandals, and then it got like 30 degrees and rainy. So
It was a fake out.
too soon. All right, Joe, you ready to give us a Devs Den update?
I'm ready.
All righty. I know it's been a lot going on. I can't keep up. I don't know how you keep up, and I got to get the deets on what's going on with the Ryan Sedge, because yeah, we don't want you to burn out either, Joe. We need our friend Devs. So I will get you sent over to Devs then.
All right. So as Iro mentioned, a lot going on right now in the Algo and developer ecosystem. A lot of good stuff. So first, of course, our Python has launched. So far, this has been a pretty successful launch. We've had a lot of different people trying out Python and having good feedback so far. So that's been great to see. But of course, it won't get really started until we start rolling out our boot camps for Python, so we can start onboarding new devs to build on Algorand with Python. So our boot camps have just started. Today we did our first session for the intro. If you missed it, don't worry, you can still register and you can catch up on the recordings. And we'll be doing our second intro session on Thursday, where we'll be going into AlgoKit and how we can install AlgoKit. And so that's another big thing that happened, AlgoKit 2.0. Python was a part of that, but AlgoKit 2.0 also includes an overhaul of a lot of other things related to AlgoKit than just Python. Primarily, we got a brand new AlgoKit, what we call the init wizard. So this means when a developer first starts developing on Algorand, what does their experience look like? We've made this even better to help them get started building their first project. And this is really important because today in our bootcamp, I think it was something like 55% of our audience was brand new devs. So making it easy to onboard new devs is going to be a key focus for us. And it was massively improved in AlgoKit 2.0. So very exciting to see that. And if you're interested in learning Python on Algorand, you can still sign up for our boot camps. Right now they are scheduled to take place next week. We got 4 sessions going over how to build a smart contract, how to test it, and then how to integrate it into a front end. And we're going to be building a digital marketplace. So for those of us that are Web3 native, it's basically like an NFT marketplace. But we're pitching it as a digital marketplace where Web2 devs, they don't have to know what an NFT is in order to come in and start building. Of course, we'll teach them along the way, but we're making it accessible for everyone. And so we'll be building a marketplace using Algo standard assets and tokens that we currently use in the ecosystem. So maybe we'll see one or two exciting new NFT projects come out of the bootcamp as well. So that would be cool. So we'll be doing that in the beginner and then building on it in the intermediate as well. So it'll be an ongoing project that we as Algo devs in the bootcamp will be building. So a lot of exciting stuff there. And then, of course, we couple updates coming from the Wallet Council. As you hopefully know, the Wallet Council is an open meeting to anyone building on Algorand to discuss basically changes in the ecosystem that we want to make as wallet and dApp builders. And so some of the hot items we're working on right now is, one, we are working on bringing the Algorand ecosystem to adopt the 24-word mnemonic scheme that you see on every other wallet. So like every other wallet, whether it's MetaMask or Ledger, you get 24 words, and that's how you back up your account. On Algorand, we've had 25 words. And so we're working on making it so that it's 24 words and it works with the rest of the wallets in the same way. This opens up the door to better compatibility with like multi-chain wallets, and also interesting like crypto nerdy features that give us ability to do things like identity and all this interesting stuff with our Algorand accounts. So pretty cool stuff there. And then also working on solutions for asset opt-ins. That is actually pretty close to being done technically, but still a lot of groundwork there for like wallets and dApps to integrate. But hopefully we'll have a really good solution for opt-ins pretty soon. It'll basically be like NFT vaults, except you don't need an NFT and it's tied to your account rather than your actual NFT. And it will still be compatible with NFT vaults, and there's still a huge value for NFT vaults. But this will just be a more primitive feature that we have. And then finally, the other big thing that's been blowing up on my timeline recently is logic signatures and alternatives to logic signatures, in particular account abstraction. Still very early in that kind of stuff, but thinking of ways we can make it so that the user doesn't have to sign transactions as much when they're using Algorand, but still maintain safety. That's a big topic that we're talking about and building towards. So a lot of fun stuff going on. And again, if you are a builder or of a dApp or a wallet or NFT project, and you want to get involved in these discussions, just reach out to me and I can get you involved in the meeting. But yeah, that's the update for this week. If you want more information, I think it's developer.algorand.org/bootcamps. On the bootcamps, you can go there, sign up. Like I said, the recordings are available. So if you can't make the live time, don't worry, you'll be able to catch the recording. So yeah, that's all on my end. I'll hand it back to you, IRL.
Thanks. I feel like the Algo fam, we're like special because we get a little one-on-one update from you, and like generally terms I can understand. Like I might not totally get the Python, what it is, but I know it's not a snake. It's a coding language. So we're there. But I really appreciate it. I know you always have a ton going on. And I do know, and this question can go to the cast as well as anybody in the comments. Somebody posed a question. They said they were doing this cross-chain collaboration. An artist from another chain wanted to know the ins and outs of governance. We all know you can do like straight governance, you can do LP staking governance. Is there a one-stop shop resource that explains governance? I know.
Yeah, probably. Let me make sure I got the URL correct. Yeah, so if you go to governance.algorand.foundation, this is the portal where you can, like, where you actually vote. But if you scroll down, there's a FAQ on like what is governance and how does it work, and then there's links to like guides to, if I want to be a governor, what are the steps I need to take, and basically that website links you off to all the different things that you need to
Give us
know
the URL. Sorry.
governance. It's governance.algorand.foundation.
You always have that stuff right handy. And I am always too scared to click out of one of the many windows that are currently open on my 2 monitors. So I really appreciate it. And I just, way back when I was first getting involved in the community, I would get those questions answered in Twitter spaces by like somebody that just happened to be in the room that would know, and it would like your knowledge kind of compounds on that. But then once you grasp it, right? Like I've been involved in governance in one way or another, and now I do the LP versus the straight governance. But since the first term, I kind of don't know what valid stuff or data or aggregation tools for those are out there, because I'm not like actively looking for the same information I was 2.5 years ago. So I just think it's a good refresher. I appreciate you checking that out for us. Teddy, everyone wants a hat like that.
I know you have to be cool. I think I stole this hat actually.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think we clarified that you did not steal the hat. It was negligently left in your possession, and that you're taking really great care of it until Chris comes back to wherever he left.
He's not coming back.
That hat, but as well as this hat. And Joe, I think you.
Oh,
you
it's
know
a different hat.
Yeah,
this
that hat was ETH Denver swagged last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fun.
You just
God, it was
stole
last
it like from a booth?
probably. I don't remember. I still
Yeah, I remember they all had the blue one. Was that ETH Denver?
Yeah.
Or was that Decipher?
It was East Denver because
Wouldn't have been Decipher because that was Dubai, right?
because I have
Somebody's
the hat.
wearing a toboggan in Dubai.
That's a good point.
I did
7 degrees.
I can't remember who I got an email from, but I did get an email saying that I was invited to Decipher this year, and that the foundation had pre-approved me for a $300 reimbursement.
Okay.
It's like less than 6% of the plane ticket. So I obviously can't. I'm not going to go. And it didn't feel right to try to crowdsource like the remaining 93 point some percent of just the airfare. But I did think it was nice. And I really, if it's in Ohio next year, that $300 will go way farther. But it was still, it was nice. So I hope some people we know go though. So we get some like inside scoop reporting. Do you know, are you going, Joe?
Yes, I will definitely be there. I'll be giving a couple talks and just hanging out as well.
It'd be awesome. I mean, I'm jelly. I would love to meet you in Barcelona, but it seems a little cost prohibitive that way. But we have a ton of people in Europe that I think it's going to be convenient for. So, yeah, it'll be good times. Teddy, I know you've been wanting to talk sports. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, we'll do sports.
Welcome to your sports stuff section, brought to you by yours truly. I've got a pretty little easy day for you today. Kind of catching you up on the last little bit. We have obviously some March Madness going on. This is one of the best years of March Madness to date, in my opinion, from both the men's and the women's, where you've seen such great successful teams like Purdue, headlined by Zach Edey, the 7'4" maniac, putting up 40 points in a win against Tennessee to propel them into the Final Four, which is a huge turnaround because last year, I don't know if anyone remembers, but they were one of the few number one seeds to get upset in the first round. I think it was them and only UVA are the only ones that have had that happen. And for them to turn around and come to the very next year, get to the Final Four, where they will be playing an NC State that was seeded 11. It's really interesting and fascinating. Now, NC State does have another big man by the name of DJ Burns. He is a stout young man and definitely is under the realm of kind of like a shooting style with his prodigious girth, uses that to get a lot of space, which is a little bit different than Zach Edey, who kind of just uses his mighty strength to kind of just be taller than everyone. So those will be kind of interesting to see that matchup. And on the other end of the SAT bracket, we have Alabama facing up against UConn. And Alabama, for me, has just been a real shocker. They've really surprised me this year with notable wins over Clemson and UNC to get where they are today. Bama, I thought, wouldn't be that well after losing Brandon Miller last year, or this past year. But it has its toughest test in UConn, who, if you don't remember, had won the previous last year's national championship. Now UConn is just crushing teams with an insane margin, and this is the first time in the modern betting era that both games in the Final Four will have double-digit spreads favoring UConn and Purdue, both 1 seeds. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of develops. Over on the women's side, we have Caitlin Clark taking center stage, and this happened last night, beating Angel Reese and LSU in a thriller involving over 40 points from Caitlin and despite a 20 rebound effort from Angel Reese. While the game was tied at halftime, Caitlin Clark's 9 3-pointers contributed to a lopsided third quarter and ultimately an Iowa victory. This was a particularly emotional victory for that Iowa squad, because they lost to LSU in the last year's championship game. So some revenge, some vengeance, and despite this only being in the Elite Eight, their path to the championship seems to be pretty salient. They are set to face UConn in the Final Four, while on the other end of the bracket, we have South Carolina also facing NC State, who has both their men's and women's teams in the Final Four, which is fascinating. South Carolina continues to be the betting favorite to win it all, though, as they are a perfect 36-0 on the season, just 2 wins away from a perfect season. So we'll see if they can manage to keep that up, but in the meantime, it is what it is. That'll wrap up in the next week or so, and hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more of an update for you on that. But in the meantime, we have baseball. Baseball is back. Super exciting. 162 games are ahead of us, with typically, I think we've had 5 games go on since opening day started. Now, the LA Dodgers are the ones seeking success, and they're kind of the hot topic of the baseball world. After signing a couple very strong veterans, people, whatever you want to call it, Ohtani and Yamamoto, the Dodgers bullpen is now rich, but there are controversies and scandals. Accordingly, Ohtani has had to fire his interpreter because his interpreter has been embezzling millions of dollars from his paychecks, just kind of skimming it off the top and betting on it. So supposedly he had a $7 million gambling debt. And in an interview with ESPN, he claimed that Shohei knew all of this and was cooperating and was doing what friends do, just bailing each other out for a couple $1 million. It wasn't until Ohtani saw the interview, had a different translator translate it, and did he actually understand what was going on, which led to some incredible awkwardness where he had to essentially go and have a press conference the couple days before opening day and say, hey, I don't know what's going on. I have not been betting on games, but the money kind of shows like it has been. So we'll see how this kind of matures and develops. Keep in mind, this is MLB's $700 million baby. The Dodgers spent $700 million on a 10-year contract to sign him. This is something that if this proves to be as serious as it is, then we'll see. In the meantime, we'll look at some of the other bottom dwellers of the baseball league, because this is probably the one and only time we'll be talking about them, in the Rockies, White Sox, and Athletics. They're all disappointing franchises in general. And for context, we're about 4 to 5 games into the season, and they've given up a combined 95 runs while only actually putting up 33. So it's about they're losing games at a historic basis. These teams all had poor performance last year. They all had over 100 losses, and their expectations aren't much higher. The A's are particularly disappointing, as they are expected to move to Las Vegas within the next couple of years. And as a result, the home crowd has been completely alienated. The take me out to the ball game chants have been replaced with sell the team. Record low attendance, including on opening day from the A's, looks like it's just insane. It looks like sometimes there's more staff, more people just walking around that are paid by the arena instead of actual fans. So that's unfortunate. It's insane, and probably the last time we'll talk about them. They will be moving most likely to Las Vegas, where they are going to be demolishing the former Tropicana Casino and putting a baseball diamond essentially on the Strip. that'll be interesting. I don't know what the time frame is on that. Obviously, they have to let the fans know at some point that the team's moving. But for the team to be doing things like, for instance, they benched one of their star players because he wore a wristband that supported a bar that was hosting a lot of the protests for selling the team. So even though he was their best player, he is being punished for standing up for the fans. So it's very fascinating, very interesting to see how this kind of quarrel will go. But in the meantime, they will be irrelevant. And that's all I've got. We're going to do a little bit of a quick one today because I want to make sure Feely's got time to tell us everything we need to know about, eclipses and retrograde and everything in between. So IRL, back to you.
You always pique my interest with the weird drama, like the interpreter. Now, did the guy hire the interpreter, or does
Yes.
their team hire the interpreter?
And that's a fascinating question. So he has been in the league for like a couple of years now, 4 or 5 years now, and he was with the Los Angeles Angels. So he didn't even have to change cities when he moved to the Dodgers. And part of it, when you're giving someone a $700 million contract, is kind of whatever they say goes. So this was his longtime interpreter that he brought from Japan when he first came to the United States back in the day. So in theory, he was an experienced, I guess, or business partner. Some people weren't sure the actual status. Is this someone that's like a full-blown agent, or is he just kind of more of an interpreter? Is he a friend? Is he a business partner?
Yeah.
And that is still kind of remaining to be seen. Obviously, there's a significant language barrier, but it kind of does shock me that there just aren't more Japanese reporters that can also speak English.
Right.
So that one's kind of
it was surprising that it sounded like the wool had basically been pulled over his eyes, but it also gave me press release there were bets made, there were mistakes made with a wallet I control kind of deal. Doesn't look great because at the end of the day, you're responsible for it.
And it's funny too. Everyone's talking about how sports betting's becoming so perverse in just the entire athletic community, and there's no truth to the game anymore. As this story was getting broadcasted on the ticker below on ESPN, because ESPN bought a sports book, there's just betting odds on the hockey and the soccer and the football, or whatever baseball games going on right below. So you're seeing a ticker of sports gambling as they're talking about how sports gambling is alienating the sport and everything in between. It's so ironic. I feel like it could be a scene out of SNL, which Absolutely. We'll see if in the next 2 or 3 years. I'm sure there's going to be a scandal. There was a scandal last week that I had where a basketball player was doing the same thing, where he would go and he would fake an injury about 4 minutes into the game, and all of his unders would hit. So if you can bet a specific player to have under 10 points. So what he would do is he would go and tell all of his friends to bet the unders, and then he would go into the game and fake an injury within the first 5 or 6 minutes.
But that's a perfect segue, because they're going to put a baseball diamond right on the strip. So we're going all in on gambling.
You would think, and the NBA is actively looking to put a basketball team in Vegas. I would suspect by the end of the decade, Vegas is going to have all of the sports, and I'm sure that the way that sports books are going to develop over the next 5 years, it's going to be even more invasive, even to the point where you can probably bet on how fast the quarterback's going to throw the ball.
Right.
It's kind of messed up, but that's the nature of it. So I don't know.
I appreciate you unraveling it for us on the weekly, because I would miss some of that stuff that I do generally find entertaining. Good stuff in sports today.
Thank you.
Let's see. I want to check. Should we check the chat? I don't know if there's anything going on there. Chris did not get invited to go to Decipher. It's a public event. I think you can apply if you do want one of those $300 reimbursement. You can apply. I saw that MJ had tweeted that. So yeah, you can apply. Or like Luga says, maybe you can voyage there.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. Ted with hat. Oh my God. All right. So, Feely, I said before the show that I'm making plans. I didn't want anybody to know, because I have some friends that live in Ohio, and I wouldn't want them to think that I was spending time in Ohio just for fun, but I totally am. I'm driving down to see the, what do they call it? Entirety or
The total
complete-
solar eclipse.
you got it. I'm driving down to the zone where you will see it in
Me
its
too.
full
Going
entirety.
to San Antonio, which is 2 hours from where I'm at. I'm sure you could see it here in Corpus, but for it to be total, I think you have to be in that band. So
Yeah.
I'll be going there, hanging out for a
Okay.
couple of days. But yeah, I'm gonna record it too, and I'll post it. It'll be fun. It'll be
Okay.
fun. Good content there.
Teddy, I don't think you're anywhere near the eclipse in Colorado. Luger,
No,
are you
but I
going
think
to see it?
I think
I
I
feel
have
like a partial though, right? I think where you're at.
Will you?
but well,
I think he's
it's
looking it up.
yeah. I think I won't be in Denver, but I think I have a flight. Actually, I might not be able to be there. I'll go next week. Just a heads up.
We're very professional around here.
Very professional around here. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try and see if I can like maybe shift my flight around during that day to be able to go, and because I think that would be really cool to be in a
It would
plane
be really cool.
They don't have
during the
cameras.
eclipse.
How you gonna look up? Stick your head out the window?
It should
No.
just get dim though. Like,
It's just like,
right? I
It's
don't
just gonna be
know.
like night. You're gonna be like flying on a plane at night.
Be
is it
fighting
at night?
where
No,
the window
it's
No.
gonna be
seat.
night.
What? This was my. What do they do with solar
It's just
eclipses
gonna be
when they're
dark
at night?
outside. Ted. That's all you're gonna see.
It would be a lunar eclipse if it was. I don't know, dude.
Are those?
Yeah,
Are those?
you're right.
Are
We
those
just
as-
had a lunar eclipse like a week ago. Now we're having a solar
But
eclipse.
if you can't
which
look
is
up, all you're
interesting.
gonna
It's
see
like
you're just
back
gonna
to
see
back.
darkness.
I feel like you can.
You can still look up from a plane.
You can look
maybe.
up at a plane. You can be like,
Joe, help me out here for
Oh my
Christ. You travel a lot. You know what? You can
Joe
You-
Vouch, can you look up on a plane?
like.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know.
if you get the right seat, you might be able to.
you like squat down.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is I need to buy a seat on both sides of the plane.
Well, and you can't be going to LA or something because you'd be headed the wrong way.
No,
You
I'm
gotta be
going. I'm
like-
going out east. I'm going out east.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know what happened.
It was
I don't know
the
either.
eclipse.
The eclipse.
It was the
eclipse
Mercury
go.
retrograde.
Mercury retrograde.
Retrograded.
I was so excited for StarCast today, and what was one of the first things out Feely's mouth was, "Oh, we're back in Mercury retrograde." I got my shirt on. I was like, "Dang it! I want
Says
the good
it's not
news."
me. It's not me. It's Mercury in retrograde.
I feel that all the time, but
All the
I'm
tech
happy to
problems,
have you
all the
back
delays. Mhm.
for
Me too.
StarCast. Are you ready? I'm going to put you in your seat. It's been a minute. Hope you can find your way there.
Yes. Am I loaded? Did you load me in?
I loaded you all up. You're prepped. The producer's on top of it. I'm telling you, it's
Let's
crazy. And then we'll line up Luga to tell us what's up with the Algo Active for the month of April, now that we're finishing up March, and how you're going to pick a winner for March. So much to find out. All right, here's StarCast.
Am I on? Hello. Okay, so very happy to be here. I'm Felicia, also known as Feely. I am a tropical Western astrologer, and today we are going to talk about the astrology of April 2024. Might be a little long. So are we ready for April? I don't know. April is a game-changing month. I'm just gonna say it, and I stand by it. There's a lot of powerful astrology unfolding in the skies, so I'm gonna give you a glimpse. I think at the beginning of, I don't know, May, very likely we are going to look back at our lives and be like, wow, okay, this is different. Life is very different in so many ways for everyone. So what is going on? Well, firstly, it's quite intriguing that Mercury turned retrograde yesterday, coinciding with these other significant astrological occurrences, such as we have the an Aries eclipse on the 8th, and the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction on the 20th of April. So the significance is Well, Mercury retrograde began on the 1st, and it'll continue until the 25th of April, with its shadow period extending until mid-May. So we will continue to feel the effects of Mercury till mid-May. So with Mercury retrograde, themes from the past are coming back to our attention. Thoughts from the past are coming back to our attention. Communications from the past, ideas from the past, ideas about new beginnings. People are likely to give us a nudge in a new direction. I assume many of you heard me talk about Mercury retrograde in the past. We've been through quite a bit together on the show. Mercury retrograde occurs 3 times a year for 3 weeks each time. So it's very important to double check your details like emails, anything in terms of communication, because Mercury is all about communication and astrology, transportation, cars, traveling, deliveries, buying and selling, uh, signing contracts, because Mercury retrograde can cause miscommunications. But at the same time, I also feel like this is such a powerful Mercury retrograde. It almost feels like we are thinking about the past, and we are getting an added level of clarity about where we should be headed, moving. Um, I do want to point out that the 11th of April, as the day of the Mercury Kazemi, when the Sun comes together with Mercury in Aries, the Sun is exalted in Aries, and in astrology, exalted means they favor that planet. So the Sun does really well in Aries. So that day it's a day of significant clarity and really good news overall. It's out of all of the days in April that this will be the best day to sign a contract, make a purchase, or even hold a speech. It's going to be a Thursday, so take advantage of the 11th of April. So we're going to have a solar eclipse, an Aries solar eclipse, on the 8th of this month. The path of the eclipse is actually going to cross over North America, so pass over like Mexico, North America, Canada. Anyways, so especially that part of the world seems to be on the spotlight when it comes to eclipses. And we also might hear news about that part of the world. The eclipse in Aries is happening at 19 degrees of Aries, and it's a solar eclipse, so it's a new beginning, a big fresh start, a new direction. It is probably going to put a spotlight on Aries topics such as entrepreneurship, leadership, but also things connected with war, violence, which is very Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is a planet of war. So fighting might be in the spotlight. The military in general, we already see that now. So there might be new beginnings in this direction. The eclipse, on a personal level, speak the most metaphorically speaking to the people who have planets and angles such as the rising sign around 19 degrees of cardinal signs. And cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. You guys might feel this the most. Cardinal signs are the initiators in the zodiac. They start things, they start the season. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So if you didn't know, and we are in Aries season, so happy astrological new year. Um, the eclipse is ruled by Mars in Pisces. So I feel like we are fighting for the underdog here, like fighting against those who are taken advantage of. I feel like it's a fresh start for those who have been oppressed or vulnerable, who have been turned into victims. Um, Mars in Pisces is also going to conjunct Saturn, the planet that deals with time and structure and discipline. So I'm seeing this kind of like a caution action, cautious fighting, the sense of directing the will, our initiatives in a very like controlled manner in order to achieve tangible long-term results. Maybe a new beginning when it comes to matters I don't even know where it was when did we get lost? What was I saying? Where am I? I don't know. I'm just gonna just continue on. Um, okay, Mars. The eclipse is ruled by cardinal signs. Was that where that's where it was? Okay. Well, anyways. So the eclipse is ruled by Mars in Pisces. Um, which is like we're fighting for the underdog here, people who have been taken advantage of. It's a fresh start for those who have been oppressed, vulnerable, um, who have been turned into victims. Mars in Pisces is going to conjunct Saturn, which is the planet of structure, of time, and discipline. You can think of Capricorn. So this is like cautious action, cautious fighting. Um, I'm seeing the sense of directing the will and our initiatives to in a controlled manner to achieve long-term results because Saturn is about time. So maybe a new beginning when it comes to matters connected with drugs, medicine, medical institutions like hospitals, for instance. Maybe new legislation is passed. This is all a possibility around the time of the eclipse, especially since Mars is the ruler of the eclipse and it's going to sextile Jupiter and Taurus. I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff out here, but a lot of stuff is happening. Holy shit. So much astrology in April. Everything is so important. I'm just trying to convey everything. The most exciting thing, aspect of this month, and this is great news for us degens, crypto investors, is the Uranus Jupiter conjunction. I'm still here, right? Like, y'all can hear me. This is exact on the 21st of April. And we're going to feel it this entire month, especially the second half of the month. Jupiter and Uranus coming together every 14 years. So it is a big event for the collective. It's a big event for society overall, for humanity, I dare say. I give you an example of one of the massive events that happened on a Jupiter Uranus conjunction in the past, which was the landing of the moon, which happened in July of 1969, happened on this conjunction. So, what can we expect with the Jupiter Uranus conjunction at a collective level? Please remember that this is not financial advice, and you are completely responsible for your financial decisions. But I do want to say that those of you who are involved in the crypto space, I mean, all of us, I am seeing a peak of the bull run. We have been in a bull market for some time. Pluto has entered Aquarius. This is the year. It looks like they're looking really good. And things are kind of on an ascending curve for the crypto space and in general. Let's just see where this takes us. I did cover this on an episode in the past. I believe it was in October. It's finally here, so let's just see. I am expecting some sort of a massive breakthrough, some sort of a sudden intense, a huge increase, a very disruptive increase at the same time. Um, the value of digital assets, especially financial assets that I don't know have an impact on the economy, the world. This is all Uranus energy, very out of nowhere. Uranus, they just things just suddenly just happen. So could this be the peak of the bull run potentially? But I'm also expecting some really in the crypto market. Um, Also in June when Jupiter and Gemini.
Not the
Well,
feely.
shoot. I'm going to blame Mercury
I'm gonna
retrograde.
say because she said the bull run top is in.
I mean,
Cursed
she was
her
ready
right
to
there.
go. Yeah, she's
Saved my
watching the
bags,
charts.
Goodness.
I mean, we did see some all-time highs on BTC recently, I think.
I don't care about PTC, IRL.
You just care
BTC.
whatever meme coin you're in. We're back. We're here. We're just talking. You were saying bull run. Luke is excited about his
It's
shit
just
coins.
starting. More bull coming.
So over it.
The
So over this Mercury.
Silk Road BTC got moved to a Coinbase wallet today.
2.1 billion. It's going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to yeet upward.
Or downward,
I
maybe.
am.
No, that's a jeet. Okay, we're not gonna jeet.
I know. I'm not gonna mess your vibes up. Good for you guys. I will be here regardless. No, I like the optimism. I am just always, and it might have been from my previous life as an insurance person, but I'm always like, we should just plan for like the worst and then be surprised by the best. But
No,
it's just a nervous Nelly in me.
only good
I'm
things.
so annoyed right now.
I'm sorry. You just, the metaverse took it. We're going to blame the metaverse.
Yep,
All right,
time to blame the realms.
Yeah,
We need to do more yoga and center ourselves, but we're ready for the bowl regardless.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
ready
happening. It's
for
happening.
some of those other things that you were talking about, like seasons shifting, 14-year cycles, 7 years. I'm like, I'm ready for a new whatever cycle chapter. Like, let's go.
Let's go.
Luca, you're looking fit there, bud. Last month we did yoga.
Mhm.
Seems like you have something up your sleeves for us today.
So, do you want to do crazy? Do you want to go crazy?
Do you want to do it here? Or do you want your very own scene?
I kind of want. I mean, I'm down for whatever. So my thought is, there's 13 people. If you can get me a timer, I will do a handstand or an attempt of a handstand, and you time it. You give it the start and stop.
I think
And
I can
if I
do
hold
that.
it for
Let
like
me see.
7 seconds, then the seventh.
I have the 30-second timer that we use for the elevator pitch. Do you think you can do it for longer?
Stopwatch. I have a stopwatch ready to go for you.
Well, it's not as much fun if we can't see it. Yeah. Do you have one on your screen?
Hold on.
Do I have a stopwatch on my computer?
Don't close your tabs. We're gonna lose a window.
I know. This is like really.
Oh.
Something is happening. I don't know.
Oh, I thought I got hacked for a second.
You got an online stopwatch. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, Teddy. I'm not ready.
Yeah. No. You need to. But we're ready in the back in the green room.
I also have to kill my headset, so let me know if this dies.
Okay. I'm not ready. Just hang on.
You're good.
What's happening right now?
There's some advanced production going on.
You know, I could put up a please hold, but it wouldn't be as much fun.
Oh, Luga left.
Yeah, he's killing his mic. He'll be back.
Okay.
We want a browser timer. Hold on, I'm going to make it prettier now. If you stop scrolling.
Well, I'm trying to. I think this is a stopwatch.
Am I in now? Am I rugged?
You're here.
I'm here. Okay, I'm here. All right. So this will be like practice.
But hold. Oh, you're practicing first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I don't. Do I have you all in camera? Like, do you know when I feel? All right. So ideally, we're just gonna pro.
There we go. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
No. What are you doing, dude? I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'm gonna go. Okay, but like ideally, that would have been like what 1 second, so the first person wins.
Oh, I got you. So one for every. So anything in the 1 point up to 2.
Yeah.
Is the first person.
And if you go over 13, we'll loop it back.
Yeah. Do you have the list? I sent you the list on Discord. I don't know if you just want that. That would be fun as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I do not have the list. IRL.
Well, I didn't send it to you. I sent it to IRL. But yeah.
Oh,
is this Ted's screen?
Yeah, and it's on my
That's
screen.
Ted's screen, but I can pull up mine.
Okay.
Hold on. Just a second.
We're doing it live.
I know we are.
Wow. Okay, better.
I will say while we're waiting, Joe, you and I think it's Chris Kim who does the foundations videos. You guys have been stepping it up. They're looking like ultra professional.
Yeah, I mean that's mostly Chris who absolutely kills it with the videos. So yeah, our YouTube channel has been like growing a lot in the past couple months. So it's
you guys are killing it. It's just like really well put together. It's got some good flow. And it looks very professional. Like I said, it's making me think I got to up my game somehow, which we all know what kind of a margins we work on for quality here. But all right, so we've got the list. Is this the whole list?
Yeah, it should just be
Weird
13
flex
people.
through Dale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Tell me
bad.
when.
I can't even get like a second though. This is not looking good.
All right,
All
we'll
right,
let
first
Teddy
name
do
it.
the mark, get set, go part.
Oh gosh, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Oh god.
On your mark. Get on your mark. Get set. Are you set? You better be set.
Yeah, this just like when I lift off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on you, go. Are you up?
No.
That's why. Yeah.
Sorry,
He's still not up. Oh,
Okay.
he's off.
Okay,
Okay.
started.
You're doing good. Breathe. All
Focus,
those great
focus.
things.
Focus.
We're gonna hold this.
Think of something else. Squeeze it. Squeeze everything. Squeeze the core.
Oh my gosh, you're killing it.
Oh my god.
Calm
Calm down. Get it. Get it.
Oh my gosh, I've never done this.
Squeeze it.
Killing it.
Oh.
Woo! That
Oh, my
was
ears are ringing. Is that good? That's more than altered?
That was amazing. It was 29 seconds.
Oh, that was weird. That was like the blood rush in my head and everything.
And you said there's 13 on your list. I didn't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6.
That would be, I think.
26, 27, 28, 29. Right? Jacko none?
I think so.
I think so too, right? So 13 and then 26, 27, 28, 29. You can't see my mouse, but I'm pointing.
It'd be. Wait, so it's.
Oh, do we need
Who-
that back?
No,
Yeah,
I think
there's-
you're good. Because there's 13
if you do
people.
29 divided by 13, you get 2.2. So that's the third name
Yeah.
on the list.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, or 29 minus 13 gets you, to that. Okay, cool.
I love how we all gave different maths for that and it worked out. Congratulations, Jacko Nunn and Luga for that very impressive.
Yeah, that was long.
Yeah.
I've never done
Really
it. I've
good.
never gotten like feet up even. That was wild.
Really? I love how you're always trying new things. I know that if I have never been able to do a handstand, I would not be like, hey, everybody watch me do a handstand right now live. I'm going to do it for the first time ever.
If I didn't use the head, I definitely couldn't have done it. But like being able to like full. I don't know.
So are you
Just
telling
like
us
the
that we
beta.
all have to try handstands? Is handstands the thing for this month? Or do you
No,
have
no,
something
no.
that
So April's
secretly
just
is
gonna
less
be abs.
intimidating? Okay.
It's Algo abs April.
Algo abs for Algo active.
Yeah, April abs, Algo, something. I don't know.
I dig it.
So is it any ab exercise, or do you have are you trying to do longest plank, or where are you going with it?
So I'm just gonna do abs every day. I've got one that I really like. I'll probably just do that for a while because I hate planking.
Yeah.
Planking's like the devil.
I've been there.
Why would I ever do that? So I think it's
So-
like if you do an ab exercise, you're in. It's kind of
Get your abs engaged. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair
goal
enough.
6-pack for
Summer bod.
summer. I don't know. It's coming.
There's a 6-pack in there somewhere for me, but
It's coming out.
we'll get there. Get there. I'm ready for the summer weather. I asked Luga if he would do some yoga with me. I have to figure out how to do this, but I think it would be fun to do like a Wednesday morning yoga sesh, like a 15-minute, whoever wants to come can come do yoga with us. And that would be really fun.
That would be really
Or
good.
maybe do a couple, like I've been saying, I want Yomo to do about a little tutorial, like boxing,
Yeah.
and that it would be fun, but I have not reduced the friction from my desktop to
To be able to, do
I
it
would have to
remote.
be like, okay, hang on, and then move into the scene and then
Yeah,
run
you'd
to
be
the
like-
other room.
Mm.
So we'll figure it out. What I think is going to happen is we're going to train Teddy in OBS so that I can just show up.
Ooh, I
and he
like
can push
this.
the buttons for
like
maybe
that.
just those ones. We'll start him off with the small one. Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Ted's like, I'm man, I'll do it.
I don't know if he knows what he just thumbs up, but we're gonna take it and run with it. I'm excited. Okay, so we need to do some abs. Jacko, none, won a crap ton of different coins and stuff.
Yeah, some 400
Congratulations.
plus dollarinos.
That's amazing. Okay. And then if you're like, dang it, I miss yoga, you can do abs now because we're in April and post it. Hashtag Algo Active. Doesn't hurt to tag Luga.
Definitely tag me so I can find it.
And you
Maureen,
should be
Jenny-
doing
Go ahead.
you should be doing abs every day with your workout any day anyways. Like yoga, like a lot of people are just like kind of skip on the yoga because it's like, oh my god, yoga. But like abs, like everyone does their core.
You need it. Sustains your spine.
Well, real quick, I want to show off some flexes. So let's all retire to the flex time scene. We are here.
Hello
in
again.
Flex time. Hello. I didn't
I like
see
the
you
little
there.
pyramid.
Oh, nice. I'm getting fancy.
Oh, we are a pyramid.
How
Can we
quickly
make
do
a
you
pyramid?
guys think we could rebuild the pyramids?
Okay. Now, Ted, you get on my shoulders.
Are we
We
doing
can do it.
this?
We are
Cheerleading Algo Active.
special.
I'm already on the floor.
I'm already. Can I just say how much I love you guys? All right, so we got some flexes up in here. Reminder, if you're like, man, they never show the flexes I flex, that's probably because you're not using the hashtag NFT flex time. But Luca, what is this? This is from
That is
Vlad.
a Vlad.
I like it.
It's really pretty.
It is pretty. Polly Two-Hearted, repping the Scott Marin. I will confess that's an artist I do not have enough of in my wallet. I need more Scott Marin in my life. Feely posted this. This is the, help me, what's this collection with them? It's their dead.
Los Tíos Muertos.
Dead.
The dead
uncles.
uncles.
The dead uncles. That's right.
Got
I
that
like
baby
it.
in an auction.
Did
Oh,
ya?
yeah.
Drunk
We did.
uncles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Had a
I like
flex.
it.
It's a hard flex.
I like it.
I know you're all jealous. It's fine. I win.
I do like it. And I'm jealous because you can't just like, those you have to pay attention for the auctions. So like I've bid on like a couple and my attention span's not ideal for auctions.
It's funny. I was at work when I won that one. I had to put up on my computer, and then everybody at work, we'd all like kind of check on it. When if I was busy, somebody'd be like, "Hey, go!" Like somebody, 5 minutes left. Like shit.
I
A
love
lot
that
of
you're
folks on my
desensitizing
staff.
your coworkers to NFTs. Like that's just normal.
That's
Like-
the way.
NFTs are normal. I dig that. So big.
Yeah, it's
All
fun.
right.
They ask me now, is there an auction today? Is there one today?
That's awesome.
But they have no idea. Yeah. They don't know in crypto or anything like that at all. But I talk about it a lot. So they ask questions. So that's cool.
I've not seen this series from Foe or Fourier. I don't know how you say their name, but I haven't seen this. This is a good flex. Let's see what else. Oh, here's our shows flexes. So like I normally flex out of my own wallet because I own a few NFTs, just a few. But these NFTs are in the show wallet. So we're going to have to think of something fun to do with these and get them in some of our viewers and supporters' hands. But one was a custom made by Perdoodles. And we're riding the bull with the Algo
we
Hour
are.
flag and
It's
everything.
just starting.
Right in the
And
bowl,
that-
baby.
Yep, and then the other one's the Broken Heart from DC Perp, and it's got the sticky notes. Hours on. I like that. I like them
love that.
both. So
Your little signature.
they are both in the show wallet. We'll find something very cool to do with those. Cultivator, Flexin, and Algo Knitter. I have not seen these. I mean, I know who
From
Algo
Swamp
Knitter is.
Showdown.
have not seen these swamp showdowns. I like.
It's really fun. There's actually a game, and you can like fight a cobra, or you fight another little nit. You get
Not a
experience and yarn. It's really fun. It's a well-made game. It's like an RPG.
Okay. I don't know how we got out of order, but what
To
is
do
that?
latest.
Flexing and NFT. So is this one did Josh make this, or is it one that's in their vault? The NFT itself is very slick. I can claim it all or part of its contents, add to it, give it away, or keep it. That's cool.
Ooh.
Okay, I dig it. I'm not against some AI art. Oaks and Hoes, NFT, some basic buddies. I will say they have a sweet setup and they flex every week. We see amazing flexes from them. Shout out to Maureen and JoJo who did, I think, Feely, you might have missed it, but it was a JoJo Maureen Denny yoga collab in honor of Algo Active last month. It was really good. And this is from Perdoodles, but it kind of reminded me because that's their JoJo collab, I believe. And then we've got the Blazing Buds. I dig it all the time. Oh, here's Luga's. You posted this a couple weeks ago now, but there's your version.
Doodles
And
made
you
me
got
one.
an axe?
I got an axe
and a weight and a
Yeah.
flag. I don't know how you're holding all of that at
That's
once.
A lot of hands. A lot of
It's
cheeks.
impressive. It is impressive. All right, we'll continue with more flexes. I don't know how you follow flexes with the flexes. It's flex on flex, but next week will be a good show. Joe's like ready to bounce. He's got another boot camp to do, so we won't keep him. But I appreciate you all big time. Final thoughts. Quick go around. Ted?
Shout out everyone. Feely, love you. Shout out everyone in the chat as well. You guys are all the best. And yeah, that's all I've got. Love you all, and we'll see you next week. I will be here. I lied. I will be here.
Feely?
I hope this eclipse treats you well. And because we are in Mercury retrograde, just slow down. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Joe?
Yeah, just make sure if you are at all interested, if you're dev curious, make sure you sign up for our boot camps. It's completely free, and we'd love to see you guys there. Even if you haven't done any deving before, you might pick up a thing or two. So definitely check it out.
And it is the link for that developer.algorand.org/bootcamps.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Or if you have trouble finding it, just DM me and I can send you the right way.
I'll put that in
Dig
the
it
chat
big
now
time.
for
I
everyone.
appreciate what you're doing. And Luga?
Get active, obviously. Buy Algorand longs as well. Save my leverage position, please.
Okay. Well, this was fun, guys. Feely, I miss you so much. I'm glad that you were able to come back and visit us and tell us what April has in store. And same time next week, guys. We'll see you then.
Say that.
Oh, my earring.